let's just keep it real. The thing that Xbox has been missing the most is, great games. And I feel like that is not a little thing. That's not like a small thing or anything like that. Like, oh man, it's what's Xbox missing? Something small? No, it's missing great games. And let's just be real. Even though Game Pass is a good thing, right, and it's a good option and things like that, it's still a situation where Game Pass is not going to catch on with the masses, and the reason why is because, quite simply put, it's a thing where a lot of people like to own their games, and we continue to see that kind of stuff happen. And in general, we see people kind of like just go, okay, well, Xbox is okay, or maybe I'd get one if it had, good games. Because listen, Game Pass is cool, and I could see people buying an Xbox to maybe have, some of these other games, like if they had hit after hit after hit, that'd be one thing. Now it looks like it's finally starting to kind of come together for Xbox, at least for one game anyway, and that's something that obviously a lot of people are starting to take note of and talking about. So I want to get into this video. It should be a very interesting video, and I'm certain you guys will probably, if you're Xbox fans, really kind of be into it as well. What's up, everybody? I'm Crab Gamer. This is Crab Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out my channel, and it means a lot to me personally. So yeah, please continue to support the channel. It means a lot to me. And I do daily gaming content, if you didn't know. And, I try to be informative. I try to be fun. And, hopefully that kind of comes across for everybody as well. It really means a lot to me when you guys like the videos and things like that, because it helps them to be seen. I know, like, some of you guys don't understand that, but yeah, 100% helps the videos to be seen and helps the channel to grow and things like that. So thank you guys for rocking out with me. Now, listen, the Xbox is in desperate need of really good games, and it might be getting one here soon, and I talked about this a little bit in another video. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle could be that big game that Microsoft is missing. I'm not sure how good the IP is anymore, or if it's something that people really are into, but what I can say is that, a lot of people are excited for the game, and I'm cautiously optimistic personally. People ask me, well, how do you feel about it? Do you really feel, that it's going to be a good game? Do you really feel that it's going to be something that Microsoft can, capitalize on, things like that? And I honestly, if they're smart, they can. We'll see if they actually are smart with it, or if they've actually kind of do something stupid with it as well. So with that being said, previews are in for the game, and they're looking good. So the previews for the upcoming release, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, went live, and as you might have already seen, and I'm going to link this in the description so you guys can check it out. There's a lot of people what said a lot of good things about it, so I'm going to go over a few of these and kind of give you guys an idea of what some people are saying. According to this, when our almost 3-hour Indiana Jones preview came to an end, we didn't want to put the controller down, which is a very ringing endorsement of Machine Games' latest effort. There were very few bugs in the early code, which is another great sign. All in all, the Xbox adventure is shaping up rather nicely. So other critics had other things had to say about it as well. IGN, probably the most well-known. Here's what they said. They said, I don't know if executive producer Todd Howard, who famously pitched the idea to Lucasfilm many years ago, but Machine Games had this in mind when they came up with it, but the pairing absolutely works, and I absolutely cannot wait to experience the rest of Indy's latest adventure. GameSpot also seemed very excited about it, saying, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle feels like an amalgam of many genres, but appears to be striking the right balance between them all in favor of honoring the spirit of Indiana Jones, the archaeology professor and adventurer. While 90 minutes wasn't enough time to get the full scope of everything the game has to offer, it gave me a taste of the kind of adventure puzzle game seldom seen in the AAA space, and it's one that's shaping up to be an impressive display of Machine Games' toolset and understanding of molding game design around its protagonist and story. Eurogamer said it's shaping up to be a wonderful love letter to Indiana Jones, just like Rogue City was to RoboCop. And anyone who counts themselves a fan of the movie trilogy, there's definitely only been 3 movies, don't know what you're talking about, should definitely know and have this on their radar. So, I agree. I'm like a fan of Indiana Jones, but the 3 games was definitely more than enough when you think about it, because they've really just kind of ruined the legacy. Because again, we kind of live in this world where people really kind of just look at these characters and they don't really do them justice anymore. It's like the same thing. I'm a big Star Wars fan. When I heard they were going to make new Star Wars trilogy, I thought, great, man, get the old group together for one last ride. They could have done that, right? They could have had Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, Lando all doing one last ride together, then pass the torch or whatever. But instead, they flubbed that tremendously and really screwed it up and dropped the ball. And, you had writers didn't know what the other writer was doing, and it was just really a complete and utter mess. I just got to be honest about it. It really blows my mind that, what we were seeing from them wasn't anything special. And not only was it nothing special, in a lot of instances it ruined the previous works. So, again, when I'm looking at that, I'm kind of just shaking my head, and I don't want to see, the work kind of ruined the way that was, if that makes sense to you guys. So, hopefully we see some really good stuff out of this. I would love to see something great come from it. So far, just to me, it doesn't really feel like it. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I know probably a lot of you are as well. At the end of the day, they have to do the indie justice. They have to do the fans justice, and maybe this could be better than what we've seen from the actual movies lately. So we'll see. Anyway, another review said, or preview said, I've only played The Great Circle for over 2 hours, so I'm still in the dark about how the story will unfold and whether it will match the climactic finishes and wonder of the earlier indie films. But despite a few frustrations, I liked what I saw. I just hope Machine Games can smooth out some of the combat and deliver enough thrills and exciting gameplay throughout the entire experience, which promises to take place in exotic locations across the globe. And Games Radar said, I came away from the adventure feeling like this is about as close as I could get to being in an Indiana Jones movie myself. While it does entail a lot more stealth than I was expecting, it serves the kind of character Indy is. He's no bullet-spewing Nathan Drake, and I found it very satisfying to take out foes and traverse through the environment, sight unseen. I've only gotten a taste of what's in store so far, but I'm keen to experience the wider picture of Machine Games' take on the beloved character. So, again, all the previews were very positive. Some people may be a little bit worried about like the stealth aspect of it or whatever. Personally, I'm gonna wait and see how that goes. Like if it's instant death, failed stealth or whatever, then yeah, I don't think that would be a good thing. But who knows? Like it could realistically be anything, and we'll see how things kind of shape up and how things kind of come out for Xbox in like the future or whatever. Like I said, it's a very interesting time for Xbox and for Xbox gamers, and we'll have to see if things kind of come together in a roundabout way that makes it fun to own Xbox again. So again, a lot of this stuff realistically kind of depends on how you feel about it personally. I really feel like Microsoft has nailed a lot of aspects of kind of what's going on here. So, I think Indiana Jones is one of those things like, hey, it might take some people by surprise. I think, something in the mid 80s on Metacritic would be, fantastic. And, I feel like that's something that we might see with this. So, yeah, cool to see that. And I think that, Microsoft probably knew this. I wish it would have been exclusive. Maybe that would be something that pushes people into getting an Xbox, and it's going to be very interesting to see how all this stuff really kind of plays out. So again, cautiously optimistic. Would love to see kind of the future of what's going on, and I think that Microsoft is going to play it smart going forward. So with that being said, I would love your guys' thoughts and opinions on everything in this video. Of course, keep in mind that I'm going to link it, and hopefully you guys can check out the links and let me know what you think. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys watch the video, share it out, like it, and I'll catch you next time. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I'll catch you next time. Crap gamer out.